Throughout his life, Nick Cox has always had a knack for making headlines. From childhood sports to putting violent criminals behind bars, Nick has been no stranger to the local media. Back in 1985, as a USF student and rural mail carrier, he made the first U.S. postal delivery inside the walls of the Paradise Lakes nudist community, which previously had been refused service. He went on to garner headlines prosecuting capital cases at the Hillsborough State Attorney's Office with Karen, the mentor he would eventually marry. Then as Deputy Attorney General for Central Florida, tackling racketeering, Medicaid fraud, and crimes against seniors.
His entire career has been spent taking care of that part of Florida and the whole state, from being a prosecutor to now being the statewide prosecutor.
After a few years of teaching law school, his career path dog-legged, taking him to the troubled Florida Department of Children and Families. Media reports touted a new transparency and fewer children in foster care, with Nick serving as a regional director under Bob Butterworth. In 2011, Nick's former USF classmate Pam Bondi called on him to serve as statewide prosecutor. Earlier this year, upon being sworn in for his fourth term, he became the longest-serving statewide prosecutor in Florida history. He leads the fight against organized crime, including human trafficking and gang violence. He's helped rid Florida of illegal pill mills, pursued homicide cold cases, and fought to protect seniors.
When he worked at DCF in between, and even when he taught with me at Stetson University College of Law, Nick represents all that is best in Florida, and he pays it forward in a way that you hope every citizen of a state would do.
Nick Cox grew up in Lutz when it was in the country, the only child of a mail carrier and a truck driver. He learned optimism from his mom, Mary Jo, integrity from his dad, Nick, and the value of education from both. He attended Jesuit High School and then USF, where political science professors Scott Payne and Michael Gibbons inspired his interest in the legal profession. He went on to Washburn University's law school in Topeka, Kansas on a scholarship, and discovered his love of trying cases in court as a founding member of their trial team. In 2007, the Tampa Bay Times wrote of Nick, outside a courtroom, he tended to be happy as a frat boy and good-natured as a Labrador, a guy who could order A1 sauce for his steak at Burns and not mind being teased about it. Inside a courtroom, he was all booming voice and righteous anger, urging juries to vote guilty, and they generally did.
He wants to hold people accountable. He wants to do right by the state and its citizens. And the same thing that he expects in those prosecutors is this drive and determination to put those who are going to do harm to others behind bars.
Nick was named 2018 Prosecutor of the Year by the Florida Council on Human Trafficking, and his service has been honored by the Children's Board of Hillsborough County, the Drug Enforcement Administration, Hillsborough County Commission, and Tampa Police Department, among other community organizations. Despite the accolades, Nick maintains a humble spirit and calls his work selfishly fulfilling. Through it all, his greatest joy is his family. He's proud to be known as an honest representative of his clients, Floridians.
He has that drive, he has that purpose, he has that mission. And because of that, he inspires everybody he works with.
Please join us in congratulating 2023 USF Distinguished Alumnus, Nicholas Cox.